Alright, so to start with our course, the first thing we're going to do is develop the background of our animation. You guys can see here that we already have our finished project. In this case, what we're going to do is create a new composition. As always, we can click on the bottom button, or we can right-click, New Composition. Let's give it the name 3D Logo Reveal. And we're going to use the HDTV 1080 pixels 29.97 frames per second preset. We'll automatically get this preset adjustment. In the resolution, we're going to leave it at half, although when we're previewing or when we go on to the render, we can modify this. The duration is going to be at 6 seconds, and the background color isn't necessary, as what we're going to do is create our own background. Let's click on OK, and now when you get this square, if you get it this way, it's because you have the transparency grid activated. If you click on this, you'll get a black background, with which we created our composition. So, firstly, in the timeline, we're going to create a solid. So, right-click, New, Solid. Let's change its name to Background. The color, we're going to put that in later. Let's hit OK, because we're going to put in a gradient. We're going to go to the Effects tab, Generate, and we'll click on Gradient Ramp. Here we have a gradient. In the start color, we're going to add in the following code. 0D364B. And we'll get a blue like this. Okay, let's go to the end color and type in 010B14. That's a blue color that's a little darker, and we'll hit OK. At the start of the ramp section, we're going to click on it, and we're going to position it here. But we're going to change the shape to a radial ramp. We can see here that we get that shape, like a kind of circle. So with our mouse wheel, we can zoom out or zoom in. We can do the same thing with the zoom button. But with this, I can go away, and when I click at the end of the ramp, we get the gradient right at the bottom. That's where it's going to be. If you want, you can modify it however you want. Let's click outside. We can move it, whether that be up. We can see how the circle we made of the gradient earlier increases. Let's leave it at this part. It's optional. You can modify this however you want. Now let's zoom in, and we'll continue onwards. Okay, right click, New, Solid, and we'll call it Grid. This is going to be the grid. The background can be any color. Let's hit OK. Let's go to the Effects panel. Generate, Grid. This is the grid. In size, we'll put in width slider, and we're going to put that at 40. Here, in blending mode, we can see that it's on none. It has to stay like this, because if we put it on normal, we'll see how the gray color of the solid would show up. We want to see the color that's in the background. So in grid, we're going to change the blending mode to none. Okay, we have that ready. In the border, we're going to put it at 5 and the opacity at 3%. No more. There you can see it, our grid, like a little added texture. Now we'll continue right-clicking, New, Solid, and we're going to add in a light sweep. We'll call it just that. The color obviously doesn't matter. Let's hit OK. Go to Effect, Generate, Light Sweep. We can see the direction is at minus 30 degrees, and that's how we're going to leave it. The shape is on sharp, and we're also going to leave this as is. We're going to modify this. Move it here approximately. Here. In width, we'll put it at 750. In sweep intensity, we'll put it at 200. Whoa, that is legit bright. In light reception, we're going to click on Cutout. When it's in Add, we can see that it's added to the gray background. And we can't see our blue background with its grid. So we're going to hit Cutout in the light reception. Hit click, and there we have it. Now we're going to modify the blending modes of the layer. Press this option if we can't see the modes. And in light sweep, we'll put in overlay. So there we have our background ready. Super cool, right? In the next video, we're going to place the logo and give it that 3D effect. So I'll see you guys then.